Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Warframe. So, kind of mentioned this on the last episode, but this is the 100th episode. And so instead of actually playing the game, I'm just going to stare at it. So let's get started. So I mentioned, yeah, let's start with Rhino Prime. So here's my standard Rhino Prime. I've got my Sonic ore, which looks kind of ugly. It's just copy Warframe. Ooh, yeah. That looks really nice. Okay, let's get out of here. So this is my Rhino Prime with just War, Sonic Ore, Tigris Prime, which I just maxed out, which you'll find out about in episode 102. I'm doing stuff out of order. Anyway, so I got Rhino Prime, and I got some appearance slots to mess around with. Let's see, so 2 and 3. Okay, so I actually do not have much to do here. Set this guy back to default colors. So Rhino is quite possibly one of my favorite frames in the game from a sheer visual standpoint. I'm gonna go back to the Sonic Ore appearance. Visible cloister. Let's just get it out of there. Looks a little goofy. Yeah, I really like the Palatine skin. Especially for the hammer. Looks really cool. Unfortunately, I don't use the hammer that much. But what I do use is Rhino himself. So, here's a question. I wonder if I can make this into pumpkin frame. Yeah, so I've got Classic and Classic Saturated. I went out and bought a bunch of die packs. We still have a whole bunch I haven't gotten yet. But I'm going to see if I can make pumpkin Palatine. Okay, so this would be... We want kind of like a bright orange if we can in here. No, it doesn't look like it's going to take. Okay, I should probably go back to the primary and find stuff in the fire set. If I want to have pumpkin frame, this is the guy for it. Really, the question is, what can I do with the main body here? It doesn't quite shine like you want it to. We could always keep it like a dark black. Okay, Dan. Wait, how do I change the color of the horn? Or is that energy color? I have no idea. Yeah, I've always liked Palatine, but it always looks a little weird. I'm just gonna hit random. Okay, so there is something that affects that color. Let's go until we find something that's noticeable. I gotta figure out what that color set is. Is it affected by the... It's affected by the primary color. Really? So... No. What? Okay, let's do dark blue. Is it a combination of the two? So let's do fire yellow primary. No, it's the secondary color then. This is really confusing to me. Yeah, so it affects the little bits in there and also this. Okay. For a second I thought it was a combo color zone. The problem is they show up as different colors. I might have to give up on the Palatine set if I want this to look the way I want it to. So if I do like a white there, dark blue, I'm just gonna see if I can get him. Okay, that actually looked really... That looks kind of good. But yeah, it always just ends up kind of this like weird muddy color, which I'm not a fan of. Yeah, because white just ends up as this gray. And I can't do much else beyond that. I love the Palatine set, but it just doesn't quite work. There's got to be something else I can do with it. Oh. It actually works really well with green. Hold horses. Yeah, no, it looks really good with green. Okay. Yeah, so if it's not immediately obvious what I'm doing here today, I specifically want to get my Warframes to look nice. Okay, so I guess we're going with more of a St. Patrick's Day look on this, but that's okay. So let's just leave him with green energy. Go from there. That's not the greatest. And unfortunately, the Rabido skin, as cool as it looks, this is about as good as I'm gonna get it. Okay, so I'm not gonna mess with Rhino any more than I have, because he is pretty much perfect. Let's go down the list. So I've been using Rhino a lot. I've been using Oberon. Ooh, now if we want to go Halloween, maybe Oberon is the man for the job. Now what we've got. So this is OG Wanderbot. If you guys watched the first episode, this was what I wore, and I don't want to switch it. I think this is solid. Not a big fan of regular Oberon anything. The Oryx helmet helps. The Destrier helmet looks really cool. Markor just looks like a weird bug. However, the Feyarch set, the Feyarch everything looks amazing. So let's just go back to my basic one. So we're pretty close to pumpkin frame here. I mean, I could just stop now and probably call it close enough. Should probably switch the maroon on the wings though. Probably to like a kind of orangey yellow. Yeah, there we go. That's some Halloween theme right there. Yeah, I'll keep the dark. Well, okay, we've succeeded in making pumpkin frame. That took like no time. Let's see, Sadana. Copy the main colors. Attachment. Copy the main colors. Okay, there we go. Now we look the part. Yep, liking that, and it works pretty well with my gold black set. I just wanna go through and like make all of my frames look fancy today. So who's next? Nidus. Nidus is a toughie. I've mostly been rolling regular colors on him. I'm gonna have to rethink his mod setup here. We'll do that later though. I've been farming money. Not off camera, but not on this episode. Wait, this is upgrade. I mean, I want to upgrade him, but I really want to upgrade him aesthetically. So this is... Oh, I guess this is regular Nidus versus what I went with. Huh. I guess I'm actually fairly off model. Well, let's see if I can pumpkin frame him too. Ooh, actually, that orange looks really good. I might be able to just... No, this is not off spec. What does regular Nidus look like? Okay, this is regular Nidus. And I saturated it a bunch. Okay, so I was actually pretty close to spec. However, this looks really good. Hold on. See if the accents, what I could change the accents to. Blue looks kind of horrifying. Gray, maybe like slightly duller. No, keeping it bright looks nice. I've stumbled across like a really nice look for him. I mean, the super saturated version of regular Nidus actually looks quite nice too. And I could make it like a little lighter maybe? I'll make it look a little lighter just because I like the bright whites in this game. But no, I think this is good. The weird, like, bandolier he has going on is kind of odd. But I think we've succeeded at Nidus. This is one other thing I really like doing. You can mess with your not mess with your animation sets, but you can buy other people's animation sets and apply them. Some of them look really, really dumb. Oh, I've never actually looked at the horror ones. Yeah, Equinox has some pretty fun ones. Haven't looked at the Octavia ones either. Yeah, not too much there. Yeah, I want the ones that are floaty. Yeah, the Titania one is actually really good. The Titania Noble animation set, because she's flying. I really wish, actually, frames like Titania just flew to begin with. And had their own, like, animation set. Yeah, Wukong's got, like, an amusing jiggly one. I think... I've already got the Equinox one that I cared for. Of course, now I can't find Equinox, but that's mainly just because I've forgotten everything is... Everything is, alphabetical. I don't see any other particularly good ones. Yeah, the Day Agile is amazing. And... yeah, really, it is Day Agile that's kind of my favorite. I don't think I'm going to go with it because it always looks really goofy. Let's go with the Nidus set. Alright, so now that we've got Nidus out of the way, let's get Necros. If somebody's meant to pumpkin frame, it's probably Necros. I said I wasn't going to pumpkin frame. I lied. I've been messing with a lot of purples. This, but it's kind of garish. What if I just added that gold that I said it was, that I've been using for everything else? Kind of the, let's do classic saturated. This one? That's a bright big toe this dude has. Right, attachments, copy main colors. Yeah, that actually looks really nice. I really like my white, orange, and a very dark blue color scheme. Though I guess I'm not using it for Necros, but that's okay. I don't really need to. Okay. Yeah, so that looks really nice. Let's go with regular Necros Prime. Yeah, look at this. This is ripe for the pumpkining. So primary is face. So we probably want him to just be straight up orange to begin with. Yeah, he's got this nice fade. What's the next one? This should probably be, maybe? I don't want to go white. We could keep going orange. I mean, he is rolling the pumpkin right now. Oh, that's like supposed to be his exposed intestines. That's gross. Yeah, so we could go with like a red. Dark red might not be bad. Yellow's a bit too much. More orange, I mean, he'd just be pure pumpkin. Let's go dark, though. I think the black accents. Let's see if I can get a red or orange. Yeah. That's better. Or actually, let's go back. Maybe this? Yeah, that looks more pumpkin-y. The color variation from one to the other. Okay, accents. So this is here. So we probably want like a... It's too yellow. There we go. Nice gold in there. Yeah, that looks nice. I don't think I'm going to put anything special on him. And then energy color, which is yellow. Maybe? Or red. Let's go with like a nice orange red. Yeah, that looks good. More pumpkin than anything, than jack-o'-lantern, but that's okay. I just want to have like some nice visual styles to go with. Now I mentioned this. We should probably do this before we go too far away. Where's Frost? So I don't want to mess with Frost too much. He looks cool pretty much as I've got him. He's the only one I'm probably not going to switch over to the white gold just because of how well blue works with him. And then as much as I'd like to switch away from the Arcane Squall, it's a rare arcane helmet, which is nice. The Harka helmet looks amazing. The Aurora helmet looks not half bad. I mean, pretty much all of these do. I really liked this Zestruga, but the Chrome Dome doesn't die. Like, you can't dye it in any way, shape, or form. There is also the Emperor skin, which is really tempting, except for we've already got the Harka set, so it's not as interesting. I originally saw the Emperor set come through, and I'm like, oh man, I have to have this. Then it turns out, didn't need it. This one has a cute little beard. And then there's just kind of the other ones. This one actually doesn't look half bad, too. I like the sort of horns. But I am happy with my Squall helmet. It's also fun to have, like, a dumb rotor. Oh, I should get rid of that tumor, now that I think about it. Okay. Now, is this... Okay, so we've actually got the pumpkin thing going on pretty hard here. But let's get my gun out of here. Is there a way I can get my gun out of here? Well, let's go Frost Noble set. And so I mentioned this. I mentioned the glory that was the Warframe. This is him. We've got this Zestruga helmet on. Let's see if I can switch to the Zestruga helmet for one of the other ones I got. We got the Aurora helmet, which doesn't look bad. I will admit, the Harka helmet looks really goofy with the regular skin, which I have to have the regular skin on, because the Harka normal skin does not actually have the bow tie, which is imperative if you want a Warframe. Yeah, this looks really goofy. We're actually pretty close to Pumpkin Frame here. Oh yeah, we've even got the Day of the Dead stuff. I could go back and put that on some of the other guys. Anyway, let's... Do we get rid of the attachments? Yeah, let's get rid of the attachments. They're neat, but I think if you want to Warframe properly, you gotta look your best. And by your best, I mean you hit random until... Oh, these are attachments. You hit random until you find something amazing. That's pretty close. Well, we've seen how good hot pink looks. So let's go hot pink with... We gotta get some energy up in here. I think I'll have to go... Where's the... Regalia. Font symbol. So it's currently orange. I'm just gonna set it to dark. There we go. Okay. So now you can see Vor in his majesty. Maybe I should get some like blue in there, or maybe like green. Oh, green. Yeah, that makes him stand out. Speaking of, is this the right one? No, that's accents. Okay, here we go. So we went with green. So we should probably give him a nice green nose. There we go. That's looking about right. What do you want? Like a light blue? Maybe. It's got to be saturated, though. Light blue is not bad. Yellow's pretty up there. Red is too close to the pink. I don't know. Leaning for blue. Okay, so tertiary we've already changed, and accents is... Go full chrome dome on this one. Yellow. Red. Oh, you know what? We don't have like a really good purple. No, but purple doesn't really work with what we're doing. We do actually have a whole bunch of greens. Now that I'm thinking about it. Maybe it'd be better that I go with this. Speaking of that, let's go back over here. I was kind of hoping the ice set would have more materials attached to them. It doesn't. Makes me a bit sad. Okay, that's a little bit more appropriate. But yeah, let's keep rolling infested. I mean, technically, Vor is supposed to be Orican, but whatever. Okay, and let's see if I can find a better green down in here. There's like the olives. There we go. Then energy. Well, I could switch to like a yellow, actually. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Alright, so this is how you make a Warframe. Make him look atrocious. Guess I should probably switch to the Cyandana. Oh, yeah. That's the stuff. Maybe I should make it worse. I've got some other Cyandanas. I don't have many. Ooh, those look uncomfortable. I actually have a fair bit more. I mean, that's the one that I bought originally for Warframe. Let's see what other ones. Yeah, if I want to look like a candy fairy creature. Wow, I actually got a fair amount of mileage out of the Day of the Dead stuff. All right, yeah, let's go with the mucus, cause gugh. Yep, all right, that's how you Warframe. Yeah, and then the last one is just what I did with Harka. Actually, you know what? Let's see if I can get him to follow the red my usual patterns here. See, this is chest. So we don't want white. We probably want the same dark blue for everything else. And accents. Oh, this might not bank the way I want it to. Let's go back. No, that's the chest. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get him to follow the red gold pattern because of the way the skin works. If I did, he'd look kind of odd. Is this the one? No. Yeah, so it would be, if I wanted to do it right, it'd be this. Yeah, almost needs one more color slider in there. Oh well. It'd be nice if there's a paint bucket tool. Oh well, I'll live. Okay. So, yeah. Can't quite get Frost Prime to look his best, but that's okay. The Harka set looks nice enough anyway. Let's see. Actually, I'd say I'm sort of running out of time here, but it probably doesn't matter too much. Let's do appearance. So, I like Ember a lot, but I don't actually really like regular Ember. Like the Ember Prime helmet. I think it actually looks kind of dumb. There is the Majesty skin, which looks amazing. But I'm loath to pick up Tenno stuff just because it gets pricey if you pick it up. Plus the Phoenix helmet looks pretty good. I don't know. It's so tempting. The Majesty skins look so nice. But I think for now, you know, if we want to have a jack-o'-lantern, it really, really would be. It really would be Ember's job. Now, it almost would be better that we go black here. Instead of brown, we go with... this. No, it ends up looking kind of brown, too. Problem is, I gotta be on the orange scale. I don't know. Not really liking that tertiary. Okay, in retrospect, I'm really liking that. Okay, and then the last is this here. Which let's set for a nice gold. And then this is just fire color. Okay, not quite pumpkin frame. I do appreciate the Fireball Hawk. This does look quite nice. So let's do that again, but let's get her to match the spec that I've got for everybody else. You know, now that I'm looking at it, I'm liking this a bit more. And then if I go like blue? Okay. Yeah, no, correction. I have been sold. This looks really nice on Ember Prime. What would it look like if I had the Majesty skin with this? It looked nice. I think part of it is there's more detail invested in the torso area. And the legs. Whereas, like, there's just kind of this, like, weird emptiness to the thighs and the legs for the Emperor Prime stuff. I wonder if I could almost have the Majesty skin with the helmet. I'll consider it, but for now, I'm not going to be throwing any money at this. Okay, so we've got Ember looking nice. We got Chroma. Problem is Chroma's just kind of a visual mess. What if I just introduce some more white to this? I almost feel like that should be that. I don't know. Oh, that actually is... it's still about as visually messy. Just because of all of the bits, but it looks pretty good. That looks good. And let's switch the energy color back to what I usually do. Okay, so that's one. Here's regular chroma. Now is that... no, this is all regular chroma I'm looking at here, isn't it? Okay. I got the Dynasty skin. The Dynasty set looks pretty good. It just made me feel like a lobster. But maybe I can avoid that. Okay. We also have, like, ice and a couple other things. I wonder what I'd love to see the exact shade differences between all the whites. But that would take some more effort than I'm willing to put in, I think. I feel like I'm making an Evangelion mech. Not really, but still. Okay, so... not that. Go dark blue. Because, yeah, this is the one that's got to be orange. I feel like I need to, yeah, probably make this dark. Let me switch the green, as usual, to this. Okay, it looks good. I think I just don't like the helmet that much. I don't like the Tarask helmet that much. Definitely not the Kaiju. Dynasty's okay. Drac just looks silly. Amaru. And the problem is, the Chroma helmet just looks too textured. Yeah, I guess I'll go with this, and we'll just be the White Lobster. Because, yeah, there's the back piece. Or is it an attachment? Not a Sedana. Yeah, auxiliary. Dynasty wings. I really like the Targus Prime stuff. I'm really glad I picked that up whenever it came out. It just looks cool. Maybe not the shoulder plates, though, but it looks nice on the greaves. What about the chest? No, we don't really need another chest plate in here either. There's also a couple other things that I've got. But none of this is really good either. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with that. Okay. I'll probably keep the Targus legs on. Let's see what they look like without. No, the Targus Prime greaves actually make it look pretty close to right. There's a little bit of clipping in there, but it almost looks intentional. Almost. Alright, and then inevitably, let's pumpkin frame him. So this is the interior. It's tertiary. See if we can get like a... The problem is, no matter what, he just usually ends up looking like a mess. There's just so much detail to have in chroma. So black just blends in. Orange. What about, like, red? The red kind of works. Yeah, it kind of works. I like chroma. He's just hard to work with. There's just too many color zones and, like, too many just little bits. I gotta figure out how to build him well now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, I'm not even gonna touch Atlas. He's impossible. Ash Prime... I don't use him enough. I'm focused on the guys that I actually use. We have Haro. Let's get Haro up to spec with all the other characters that have been rolling. This is default Haro. So I pretty much did the same thing as with Nidus. I more or less just took Haro and saturated him and switched the helmet because I think his Suffragan helmet looks so much cooler than his regular one. Alright. So this is the main. I almost feel like this one should be... Yeah, this one should be black. Should be white. White or black? Definitely white. Accents? Yeah. Ooh, that looks really nice. That looks really nice. The amount of tertiary metal spots are perfect, especially along the back. He looks fun. I like it. Alright, well that was easy. Let's see. So we've got him down. We've got Avara. She's got some fades, though. That might be kind of hard. What about Loki Prime? Yeah, this is what happened when I tried doing it with Loki Prime. It worked okay. I kind of really just want to get that one skin. I do also have Inaros, but I don't know if I really want to mess with him too much. Let's do it anyway. Especially now that I'm upgrading Inaros a bunch. There's a fair chance I'll actually use him more often. Switch his helmet. I do not like the regular Inaros one. The Anubis helmet looks so much better, sort of. I don't know. Hopefully Inaros gets some love when Inaros Prime comes out. So we could go black, or we could go white. Let's go white. Interesting, Inaros always looks kind of muddy compared to the other ones. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of chromatic bits, so he doesn't really... He kind of works. Which might mean he's a really good pumpkin frame. Try going a little bit darker with both oranges. Bring this one up a bit. It kind of works. But more of a yellow gold. Kind of works. Mostly doesn't. I don't really like this. What about like a red? Yeah, it just ends up looking kind of bleh. Oh well. I actually really like the default color scheme I picked out for Inneros, or the original one, so I'll go with that. They don't use mag ever. Ugh, she looks atrocious. I'm probably not going to touch Mesa, Nova Prime. Neza's interesting. Oh god, I made Neza look atrocious. Okay, let's fix Neza so Neza does not look atrocious. Because I've seen some pretty impressive Neza work from Altorial. And I kind of want to follow suit. It kind of works. It just ends up being this like weird gray because of the head. What if we switch the head to black and we switch the other color zones to white? Oh, that's weird. It's actually, I think, a mix. Okay, what if I do this to gold, this to blue? I don't know if there's going to be a way that I can fix Neza to not look goofy. I guess I could always do this. Is there a better helmet? Yeah, there's the Circa helmet, which isn't great. And there's the Divine Skin, which I think I need the full set. Nope, not interested. I want to mess around with Neza, but maybe when Neza Prime comes out. Oh, or Neza Umbra? I don't know. Yeah, we got Valkyr, but there's a Valkyr Prime. It's Volt. I really like my Volt. Haven't used them in actually a year, though. Oh, so this is the default. It's actually pretty close to what I use. Okay, so this is primary. Let's make it dark. You know, we might be able to make a good pumpkin frame out of this. Yeah. Ooh. That looks really good. Okay, yeah, we'll make a pumpkin Volt. And that might actually be the end of this long, drawn-out fashion frame process. Oh, he looks so good. Yeah, Volt has always had some of the cooler skins. The capacitor skin looks kind of interesting. The Grax skin has kind of the interesting, like, vents. But honestly, just Volt Prime with the Arrestor helmet is just so good. I'll probably use Volt a lot more starting next week with Volt Prime. This helmet's cool, but the color zones don't work so great. But this one is just so perfect. Okay, so let's do the same thing. Switch the helmet to the correct one. Okay, so let's go with dark orange. Secondary. I mean, kind of feels like orange just in general. Yeah, he looks good. Do like red. I mean, honestly, I kind of just like the blue accents. So he's not quite pumpkin frame, but he looks good nonetheless. Yeah, I'm of the firm belief that Volt will always probably be one of the prettiest frames in the game. Should probably figure out how to build him properly for stuff. Don't know. Then there's like poor Zephyr, who got passed over, and Octavia, who... There's Saren Prime. She's pretty, but I never use her. Oh, did I... Oh, I beautified my Oberon, but not my Oberon Prime. Hey, whatever. Not gonna do it now. Alright, so I think that's kind of more or less a tour of all the frames I've gotten and making them look sweet. Obviously, there's a number I've skipped over, but I just wanted to look hella good for this. So actually, let's do one last thing. How do we do this from here? We'll take Volt Prime, seeing as he's my main one. We don't care about loadouts or extra slots or do I select mode? No. Captura. There we go. Okay. Let's go with the infested ship hologram scene. I think that'll be appropriate for us. Huh. You know, I should... Let's leave Captura for a second. I really like the dark blue, but apparently in that lighting it actually ends up being a little bit brighter. The dark blue usually is just kind of a nice cool black, but in there it's actually like a... not so great for what I'm doing. So we'll just do matte black. I really like black and orange. It's just a bit too pumpkin-y for me usually. Yeah, okay, that should be better. So, appearance. What do we equip instead of the Tigris Prime? Honestly, it's hard to get prettier than the Tigris Prime. Let's just go appearance on Tigris Prime. I'm just gonna switch the main to black. That way it blends in. Same thing with the war. Sure, why not? Pumpkin frame. Appearance, Captura. And I was in the infested ship hologram scene. I think I'm going to go with it anyway. There's a couple of these that I'd like to get to. The Lunaro arena scene would be neat. But I don't know how to get that. I'll have to sit down and figure out which one are the best. The color key one would be interesting. But for now, this will be okay. All right. Yeah, it still kind of end up being a bit washed out, but that's fine. So where is the hologram? Because I don't know anything about this. Okay, I assume it's down in here. Oh. Is there... I gotta get rid of my carrier. Stupid thing looks atrocious. Okay, let's do equipment, arsenal, carrier prime. Get out of here, you weird creature. I think while I'm at it, I'm gonna hide this sword too. I like my sword, but I don't think it's gonna work if I want to make a screenshot. It's just gonna be extra visual noise when reality, I just want to look cool with my shotgun. I guess that is one thing I don't like about Volt Prime. The like weird back muscles are kind of odd. Not a big deal, just kind of odd. Okay, now is this is what I'm about. Looks pretty good. Toggle free camera. We don't care about time, do we? Alright. Let's do... take screenshot. Yay! And now you guys know what my name is. So if I advance time a bunch, does anything happen? I really like the side lighting there. I'm just going to take a bunch of these. This looks really nice. Alright, I think we're good. I might take another screenshot. I don't know if I want the 100 episode special to have the same screenshot I've been using this entire time, or to be the start of the new screenshots I'm working with. I don't know. One way or another, I got some pretty frames. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Warframe. And as always, thanks for watching.